is to the voter chori as far as when it comes to this row is concerned. BJP's explosive charge against the Gandhi saying that Sonia is in the EC list before citizenship has been citing as far as when it comes to Sonia Gandhi is now concerned, calling it as electoral malpractice, says that she was mentioned in the EC roll back in 1980. However, she became an Indian citizen back in 1983. So how come her name was found a mention as far as when it comes to the electoral roll is concerned? Let's get in a word from Pragya and Pratibha, both of them who are connected with us. Pratibha, what is that Amit Malviya of the BJP is now stating as far as when it comes to the war is now concerned of voter chori? Allegations have been flying thick and high.
Right, so Rahul Gandhi has been holding press briefings, hitting the street, alleging vote chori. Amid that, a big charge that has come in from the BJP that changes the entire narrative. Amit Malviya of the BJP goes on to say Sonia Gandhi's tryst with India's voter list is riddled with glaring violations of electoral law. This perhaps explains Rahul Gandhi's fondness for regularizing ineligible and illegal voters and his opposition to the special intensive revision. Her name first appeared on the rolls in 1980, 3 years before she became an Indian citizen. And while she still held Italian citizenship, at the time the Gandhi family lived at 1 Safdarjung Road, the official residence of the Prime Minister Indira Gandhi. Until then, the voter registered at that address were Indira Gandhi, Rajiv Gandhi, Sanjay Gandhi and Menaka Gandhi. In 1980, the electoral rolls of the New Delhi parliamentary constituency were revised with 1st of January 1980 as the qualifying date. During this revision, Sonia Gandhi's name was added, appearing at serial number 388. And in fact, he has also enclosed a clipping of the same. He says this entry was a clear violation of the law, which requires a person to be an Indian citizen to be registered as a voter. Following an outcry in 1982, her name was deleted from the list, only to reappear in 1983. He says, but even her reinstatement raised questions. In the fresh revision of the electoral rolls that year, Sonia Gandhi was listed at serial number 236 in polling station 140. The qualifying date for the registration was the 1st of January. He says, in other words, Sonia Gandhi's name entered the electoral rolls twice without meeting the basic citizenship requirement, first as an Italian citizen in 1980, then again in 1983, months before she legally became a citizen of India. We are not even asking why it took her 15 years after marrying Rajiv Gandhi to accept Indian citizenship. If this isn't blatant electoral practice, what is? And this is the photocopy of the electoral rolls from 1980 that has been put out by Amit Malviya that mentions Sonia Gandhi as a voter, even though he alleges that she did not have Indian citizenship yet.
All right. Pragya, what does it mean? The BJP trying to turn the tables as far as against the Vipaksh is now concerned, especially when it comes to top leaders of the Congress, when we speak of Sonia Gandhi and her citizenship.
Absolutely, and I would say that BJP has come out with a big gun against Rahul Gandhi, who has been, spearheading this movement against Election Commission of India. In fact, they have been also alleging that BJP had stolen this particular election in Lok Sabha 2024, thereby saying that we all had a mandate and the election was stolen. People were also voting for us. Now they're also, charging at Election Commission of India, and this has become a sort of a new movement by all the opposition.
You, Pragya. Let's get in our Congress voice on this. Mr. Rashid Alvi is connected with us. Mr. Rashid Alvi, here is the BJP, Amit Malviya in particular, who has been saying that Sonia Gandhi's name appeared in the Election Commission voter list even before that she became officially a citizen of India. He has now been citing that there was alleged malpractice back then, and now it is being pointed out as far as Sonia Gandhi only became a citizen in 1983. Then how come her name appeared as far as when it comes to the electoral list is concerned?
I do not know exactly what had happened that time. If it is true, it is wrong. But I want to ask him very politely whether entire BJP, they want to follow it. And the way he is defending it, it means they are supporting Election Commission. And not only supporting, it means Election Commission is working under the instructions of Bharatiya Janata Party. So I want to ask him, how can you justify it? SIR is not related to one vote. You have deleted more than 65 lakhs vote in Bihar, and you are killing democracy of this country. And we know it very well that the Election Commission is working under the pressure of this government. Simply, I ask one question. Earlier appointment committee of the Election Commission was Chief Justice of India, Leader of Opposition, and Prime Minister. Why Chief Justice of India has been kicked out? Why? What is the reason? Now, Cabinet Minister...
But Mr. Rashid Alvi, when we speak of alleged, electoral roll malpractices, is the Congress and their own leaders ready to, as far as for scrutiny is also concerned, because certain questions were also raised of alleged malpractices also being done in the Raebareli seat of the Raebareli Lok Sabha constituency, or the seat which is represented by Rahul Gandhi himself?
It is laughable. It is laughable. If there was anything wrong in Raebareli, my first question is, who did it? Rahul Gandhi is not the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh. Election Commission is not working under the instruction of Rahul Gandhi. Entire bureaucracy and all the officers of the government, they work under the pressure of and instructions of Election Commission. And how can you prove those fake voters had voted in favor of Rahul Gandhi? I say it was done by BJP.
But even the voters today that Rahul Gandhi and the opposition seems to be spearheading their vote chori campaign or allegations are concerned, Mr. Alvi, they are now coming out today and asking that who gave them the consent or permission to use their names, their faces, as far as when it comes to spearheading your election campaign is concerned. Please to stay on with us. Mr. Tom Vadakkan of the BJP is also connected. Mr. Vadakkan, this is Amit Malviya of the BJP who has posted as far as when it comes to mentioning that even before Sonia Gandhi acquired the citizenship of India in 1983, how come her name was mentioned in the EC roll in 1980, 3 years before that?
Well, this is mother to son kind of, inheritance. And what she has done, the son is following. And the Raebareli constituency question is, who is the real voter? Because essentially, this is the practice that the Congress has been doing. What has the Karnataka minister said and why was he sacked? He spoke the truth, and then they sacked him the next morning, and he was sacked.
Right. But Mr. Rashid Alvi, would you counter as far as when it comes to BJP's claims are concerned? Because as far as Amit Malviya of the BJP seems to be alleging that the former Congress chief Sonia Gandhi herself violated the electoral law back in the 1980s. And this seems to be an extract that he seems to have mentioned as far as when it comes to his social media post is concerned. And this seems to be an extract from the electoral rolls back in the 1982 as far as when it comes to the electoral roll of the Assembly constituency, which is been mentioned in Safdarjung Road as far as this locality is concerned. But this is when it comes to the photocopy of the extract from the electoral rolls of 1980, where Amit Malviya of the BJP seems to indicate that Ms. Sonia Gandhi was a voter when she did not acquire the citizenship of Bharat. Well, Mr. Tom Vadakkan, if you want to complete your point on this.
Yes, that is a known issue. Even the Congress party workers knew it. And this was like, today Malviya has come out with documentation. But we all knew it, and this was an issue in public domain. And that is precisely what the Sun is following. You see, what they do is right, and what they are, others are to be blamed. The EC is to be blamed, the EVMs are to be blamed, the Karnataka minister is talking untruth. And there are other people talking about the kind of operations the Congress party was indulging in, including booth capturing, rigging outright, and these names that were put in. So it is required that you have a filtration of these kind of elements. Foreigners are on the voter list. Can you beat this?
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Tom Vadakkan, for your point of view. Let's go back to Pragya on this. Then, Pragya, will this open up Pandora's box, because as far as the allegations that the currently Vipaksh has been raising on the poll body, calling it as compromised and working under the BJP's instructions, will they be willing to go back in the 1980s to check upon this excerpt or this extract that has now been put up by BJP's Amit Malviya?
Well, Amita, I would say that what BJP is trying to do here is to show that these are dynasty politics, and these parties are in fact run by family, and how the leader is of that particular family is also it's also an impression on the political party and also on the mindset. So this is about a family and not just about a particular party as well. The attack is on Rahul Gandhi and Gandhi family and also Miss Sonia Gandhi, considering that she was not even a citizen, and yet her name appeared in electoral roll, is a big charge that BJP has come off on Gandhi family, I would say. So basically, they're trying to portray the Gandhi family and the mentality, and the same mentality still exists generation by generation, is what Mr. Amit Malviya is trying to showcase here by saying that this is a perfect case of how elite used to bend rules, and now here is also a progeny of the same family, where they are saying that your rules have been bent, questioning all the constitutional bodies like Election Commission, Supreme Court for that matter. So the point of Mr. Amit Malviya here is that you bent rules deliberately, knowing that you are not a citizen, yet you become a voter. Now we are questioning Election Commission, and you are taking out cases which are now turning out to be false and also fabricated. In fact, the case of Minta Devi, which we had seen yesterday in the parliament, everyone wearing that t-shirt. Now Minta Devi come out said, only my age has been wronged. It is not that I'm a fake voter, I'm still a voter, and no one from the Gandhi family is to tell me whether I am a voter or not. So it's also an embarrassment for the Congress party, and also BJP trying to show that this is just a narrative that they are creating against all the constitutional bodies and also this is also an attack on democracy, is what BJP is also trying to show.
Yes,
that you deliberately...
But exactly when it comes to the law which states that Section 16 of the Representation of People's Act 1950, a person who is not a citizen of India is disqualified for registration in an electoral roll. However, back then when the fresh revision of electoral rolls that happened, this is what is being mentioned by BJP's Amit Malviya, saying that Sonia Gandhi was listed at serial number 236 in polling station 140, and the qualifying date for registration, which was 1st of January 1983, and yet she was granted Indian citizenship only on the 30th of April 1983. Now this is where BJP's Amit Malviya has been stating that Sonia Gandhi's name entered the electoral rolls twice without meeting the basic citizenship requirement. More reactions coming in, let's play them out.
मैं पहला आदमी हूं, मैंने सबसे पहले कहा था कि चलो सब लोग रिजाइन करते हैं। हम तो जीते हुए हैं, और चुनाव कितनी मुश्किल से जीता है ये भी सबको पता है, लेकिन देश के लोकतंत्र को बचाने के लिए हम चलिए सब लोग रिजाइन करते हैं। अगर आप चाहे है ये निष्पक्ष है तो आइए करिए पहल, प्रधानमंत्री जी निर्णय लें, सबसे पहला काम उनका है, वो करें शुरू, हम पीछे पीछे चलेंगे उनके। मैं व्यक्तिगत बात कर रहा हूं, सबको कर दीजिए ना, सब कुछ नए तरीके से हो, चुनाव आयोग भी हटाइए, सुप्रीम कोर्ट की निगरानी में सब कुछ नए तरीके से हो, करिए ना। इतने बड़े चोरी पकड़ी है, इतने बड़े सबूतों के साथ देश के सामने तथ्यों को रखा है, तो हल्का मामला तो नहीं बचा ना।
Well, the parliament proceedings will resume as far as on the 18th is now concerned, but blatant electoral malpractice, that seems to be the new charge that is being leveled by the BJP. Let's focus now and talk about currently what's happening amid the ongoing